Hey, now I'm live. All right, I was a little worried there. It was taking it a minute. It was taking it a minute. Hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. I'm your host, Elizibar, and let me pull this stream up so I can see what it looks like on my PC, because that's a better representation of reality than trying to squint at my phone. And I don't see it. Really? You're just not going to show me my own stream? Like, how does this work? Apparently it doesn't. That's how it works. Let's try this again. I gotta see the chat, you know? I got a big window up on my PC right over here that's supposed to be where this goes. So I can see the chat. But it's just not happening. Oh, there we go. Now I see it. Now I see it. Alright, somebody said something before just now. I did not see what you said. I don't know how to pull the chat up on this thing. On my phone, I mean. I guess I can't. I guess I can't. Sorry for bouncing the picture. So what do we got here? So, comic book day, right? New comic book day. I got a fair stack of stuff here. I actually got a fair stack of stuff. Looks like I'm going to start with the 50-cent books from Graham Crackers because they're up on top. Got this darker image with the Max trading card. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. $2.50, man. $2.50. Comic books cost $2.50. Like, just like 5 years ago, it was like $3 for a comic book. And this was 1993. Holy crap. How did they sell books? No wonder I couldn't afford comic books for a long time. Man, that grifter doesn't look very good. I'm going to be totally honest. Look at this cloth. It's totally not... It doesn't make any sense. Oh, but there's a trading card of the Max. That's funny. Let's skip ahead. Because I forgot I ordered this. I forgot I pre-ordered this thing. Apparently I did. Hey, look. It's the Max. Funny how that works. Isn't that funny? I think it's funny. Oh, look. Sam Keith. Sam Keith. There was a bunch of these in the 50-cent bins. Still in bags. I don't know if I'm going to take it out of the bag, man. I got this thing about taking stuff out of bags. If I do, I'll, like, just cut the bag open and leave the bag. That way I've got, like, the original bag. Like, it's weird. Alright, I'm not going to pretend it's not weird. What else we got out of the 50-cent bin? Eternity Comics Solo X Mutants. Solo X Mutants number 6, 1989. Wasn't X Mutants published by wasn't it published by Malibu? Thought it was. Solo X Mutants World War III erupted in the latter half of the 20th century, destroying the sum total of human progress in one day of fire. Oh, man. No, isn't this totally a Malibu comic? Or maybe Malibu just had colored ones? I don't remember. This isn't something I grew up reading. I remember seeing the Malibu series in stores. Let me pull this up. So, oh, hey, I started typing it in, and DuckDuckGo was like, ah, yes, X Mutants. So 6 issues, apparently. Comics.org. Hey, this is handy. X Mutants price $2. Yikes! Bi-monthly. Eternity Comics. Okay. That was X Mutants number 2 I pulled up there. This is number 6, which is apparently the last one. But, like, I just want to look at a Wikipedia article that has all the info. Like, now I gotta know. I gotta know. Oh, this is a review website. X-Men was a comic series that ran from 86 to 93, through 4 different comic book posters, popular enough to spawn a video game for the Genesis, to place in a war-ravaged post-apocalyptic Earth. Part of the solo X-Men series, which lasted 6 issues and ran from 88 to 89 due to lack of information. I'm not sure where it falls in this overall storyline. I'm under the impression each of the solo issues are self-contained stories. Okay, well. Cool. Now I know. And I just like the cover. It was actually the police tape that sold it to me. Isn't that goofy? Like, of all the things that can sell me a comic book, well, a free comic book, because it was free. Number 11 in a series. When was this made? 2013. It's amazing what kind of stuff ends up in the 50-cent bin, isn't it? Oh, man. What on earth happened here? Oh, he explodes. Dude. Crazy. Bloodhound. Crowbar Medicine. I have no idea what it is. Alright, now we're back to stuff that I actually bought new. I got the Raid number 3. I don't know what to expect out of... Oh, man. This is basically a recreation of the first issue, or the first movie. SWAT team comes in. Dudes with machetes and sticks come. They beat the crap out of the SWAT team. Everybody's dying. The main character beats the crap out of literally everybody for the entire duration of the movie. It's awesome. Hey, you know, Titan, I'd really like to pick up my camera and maybe try this. But your social media dude told me I was not wanted as a customer for the hard case imprint. So I didn't do it. I didn't go for it. Oh, jeez. Yeah, this is totally a recap of the movie over here. Everybody dies. Happy ending. How that one ended up upside down. I was looking forward to this. Chris Claremont writing Magneto. How could it go wrong, right? How could it go wrong? They can probably find a way to make it go wrong. But how can it go wrong? Apocalypse, Degeneration, Zach Thompson, Lonnie Nadler. Whatever. I didn't even flip through it in the store, man. Ooh. Ooh. Paper cracked. It sounded like it was cracking. How old is Magneto? Like, is that still his backstory? That he was in a concentration camp? Great. Some good racism there. You know, it's kind of silly. The X-Men have had like 1960s Democrat racism going on for decades after that stopped. Yeah. Anyway, Dark Souls, Age of Fire 4. I thought 4 already came out. Shouldn't it be on 5 by now? I'm just kind of looking forward to the series ending because heaven help me. I can't even see what's going on. Look, it's gray. What color is present in this book? I'm just going to leave this here. Just look at this. And if your answer is gray, you're correct. That is the only color, aside from the red text, is gray. Gray, gray, gray. Oh my god, I have to read this thing. I should have noped out of that, man. I should be like, no. No! I don't want to read it! No, Captain! Do not make me read it! Let me just tweet that this is happening. Let's see. Beautiful, fresh tweet. All right, have you had enough of this? Like every page, look at this. Every page is like that. Oh my god. I'm incredulous. It's called Age of Fire. There's no fire. What am I even watching? What am I reading? Oh, give me strength. Give me strength. All right, what else we got in here? This, which I forgot I ordered. Oh, boy. I don't think I really like that art style too much. Well, actually, Penguin looks pretty cool. I gotta give it that. Penguin looks pretty cool. It's a little cartoonier than I like to see Batman, I guess. But maybe this will work if it's kind of a silly story instead of a serious one. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Oh, I just read Justice League Dark, number 3. I'm ready for Witching Hour, baby. Oh, this was alluded to in like issue 1 of Justice League Dark. The like the cult of Hecate or Hecate, however that's pronounced, like chased her down. I guess they did something to her. That's where the light thing came from, and oh, that could be cool. But it looks like she's going evil. I don't like that. I don't like heroes turning evil. They're heroes for a reason. This was like a hefty comic book. It really does. It better be for $4.99. Oh, maybe it's just hefty because there's an ad for some Green Lantern story I don't care about. Ugh. I don't really care for the art too much, but ugh. Okay, could be fun. Should be fun. I hope it's fun. The free stuff. This is where the Westfield Comics stuff, as opposed to the Graham Cracker stuff, starts. I almost didn't buy this. I really despise that cover. I really do. And this is at a funny angle. Let me bump it up. Whoa, hey, whoa. That's a little better, but now you can't see half the book. Alright, we'll go with that then. We'll go with that. I almost didn't buy this. But, I opened it up, and people have been making fun of this cover. It looks okay. It's not bad. It's just kind of like a bunch of generic movie okay, Psylocke looks terrible. I'll give you that one. Psylocke looks absolutely terrible. But people have been making fun of that. Probably more than it deserves. Given some of the stuff that Marvel produces, it's not that bad. Damning with faint praise right there. Anyway, Brian Edward Hill wrote it, so I'm like, I'll give it a try. I can't really tell what if the X-Men were, binary, digital, errors, EXE man, like they're a program? They possess special genetic stub EXE. Okay, maybe I should have read this before I bought it, because that sounds kind of lame. Yeah, this is kind of promising right over here. It's kind of promising. Less promising. Somebody didn't want to draw backgrounds. Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe it's a cyberpunk thing. I don't know. We'll find out. Hey, J. Dodd. Thanks for joining. I'll pull some of these books back out. I've just been flipping through my stack as I go down here. All right. I got sold into checking out this next issue of Weapon X. Don't know what it's going to be like. Now, when does this stuff take place? Like, is this happening at the same time that Extermination is happening? Hold on, where's my Extermination? Like, because I got this, and Domino is busy being on an airplane. Is this taking place at the same time this is taking place? How is she in two places at once? Like, I can buy this, like, with certain characters that are just very popular, like having Wolverine in lots of places. Okay, I can kind of buy that, because everybody loves a good Wolverine. But Domino's not that prominent of a character. I kind of like the art. Okay, Sabretooth has a total derpy face over here. But he's got, like, his old costume back. With the fur and everything. Like, he wasn't rocking that in the previous issues. Why did Creed change his outfit? Is that explained in here? I mean, he's just shown here, rocking it. Heard Stryker's back, kidnapping mutants. Oh, yeah. That was the thing that happened. Hey, there he is. I vaguely remember this from the last issue. He's in that cybernetic suit. Doing whatever. I'm kind of having a hard time caring. This is the trouble with continuity. Yeah, it is the trouble with continuity. At least the art's alright. At least the art's alright. Some True Believer stuff. This doesn't really matter. Oh my god, 3D? Really? Wow. Everybody loves 3D, man. He is the best Marvel character. Nobody likes 3D, man. Wow, those are some old school characters. The last time I saw 3D Man was like at the start of when the Skrulls invaded. Because isn't he the one that detected them? I never read this What If. I never read that What If. When was it originally printed? They usually say, don't they? Originally published in What If number 9. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't have that. Alright, well, apparently I didn't learn my lesson from number 2. My opinion of which changed dramatically after I read it. After I reviewed it, even. Wow, I couldn't show that on screen. I pretend you didn't see anything. Did we change artists? Hold on, I think we changed artists. What the heck? Dude, hold on, I gotta look this up. We're only on issue 3. How did we change artists? Tarna, Heavy Metal, comic number 2. Let's see what I get. Tarna reviews. Tarna get comics. Why is it when you look up a comic book online, the first thing that comes up is illegally watching the comic book? Oh my god, just go to Midtown Comics. Jesus. I just want the freaking credits. Yeah, I know, you're just looking at a comic book sitting there. It's really fun, isn't it? Tarna. Number 1, number 2, number 3. Which cover do I have? I have the Variant Armin Akopian cover. Okay, well, that doesn't mean anything to me. I don't know who that is. Credits. Artist, Stephanie Rue for number 1. Stephanie Rue for number 2. Stephanie Rue for number 3? That does... I swear it's different art. Look! Hold on. The credits are wrong on the website. Artists. I guess those are brothers. Isaac and Esau? Oh, your parents were... Okay, whatever. Yeah, so we changed artists. Oh, boy. It's issue number 3 of a very delayed miniseries. Maybe that's why it's delayed. They had to redraw it or something. Oh, God, this is hurting my head. This is just as bad. Hold on. Let me dig it out. This is just as bad as what's going to happen with Justice League Odyssey from last week, man. Give me some nice Stefan Sejic art, and you're going to take it away from me. And, like, by issue 3, it's a different artist. Freaking comic book companies. If you can't keep a team together for more than 2 issues, why are you making a team out of these people? Ugh. Okay, I feel better. I got that rant out of my system, man. Okay, we got that. We got that. Let's see. You probably saw, like, from here down. Witching Hour might be cool, but this looks like they're going to make Wonder Woman evil, and I don't really like that. I don't like my heroes turning evil. I don't like heroes fighting heroes. I want heroes to fight villains. Let's see. What didn't you see that I got? Probably didn't see the raid. I'm hoping it's like issue 2. I didn't flip through it too much, but the opening page being a recreation of the first movie is super promising. Because this is exactly how that movie went down. Everybody got beat up. Everybody died. There was everywhere. It's a fun movie. And I'd forgotten I ordered this. I'm not sure what to think of it after flipping through a couple pages. Oh, you're going to love this, Mr. Dodd. You're going to love this, all right? Let's open it up to here. All right, take a look at the art. Take a look at the art, all right? You see it? See what it looks like? It's gray. It looks even worse in person than it does on the stream. The camera's compensating and making it look brighter because of the relatively low light in here, but it's gray. All right, let's flip over a couple pages. Are you ready? If I can actually get a couple pages. Look, it's gray. Everything is gray. Isn't that amazing? It's a comic book entirely in gray. Oy, oy, oy. If I hadn't pre-ordered the thing, I wouldn't have bought that, man. I would have just put it right back on the shelf. Then I got this, and I opened it up randomly, and it's... The X-Men are still, oh, racism. As opposed to, oh, we're like super powerful beings who can end the world. It's like, oh yeah, you know, racism. But I bought it because Claremont's writing ought to be pretty good. It ought to be pretty good. All right, let me get this stuff out of here. Got too many books. Too dang many books. I also got these out of the 50-cent bin, but they're probably not worth looking at again. So, I mean, that's a pretty good pickup for one day. That's not all I got, though, because I got some stuff in the mail. Black and white with it? Yeah, probably. It probably would have been better. It's just, the whole thing was just like soaked in gray. Gray, gray, gray. I got this stuff in the mail from Larry King. He has his little comic book stuff that he makes by hand. I'll read this and do a review. I already read that last story because I opened it up and I saw somebody get cut in half and I'm like, holy crap, I got to read that. That's all right. This is from a Kickstarter. The 2 covers for Salvager's Havoc of Blackbane, part 1 of 4. I really like the ad on the back. I haven't read the books yet or really flipped through them that much. And of course, me being a sucker, I had to buy the variant. And I forgot that Salvagers came with a copy of this book. I got a copy of this for free, so now I have an extra copy of it. And I guess I'll give it to like my nephew or something. I don't know. I gotta figure that one out. Let me get this stuff out of the way. It's been a busy comic book day. Have you been to the comic book store? Did you get any? Like, I'm interested in other people's pickups. Like, if you got something cool or unusual. Way to just bop the camera. I'm sorry. You know, I'd like to hear about it. Like, I'm always looking for something good to read. Because reading is fun. But I'm getting so burned by some of these comics that I'm starting to lose interest in buying some of this stuff. Like, if I didn't like the X-Men so much, I wouldn't have bought the X-Men Black stuff. Like, I saw that Chris Claremont on the Magneto one, and I'm like, all right, I think I can go along with this. I think I can go along with this plan. Oh my God, I forgot to get bags and boards while I was out. Oh, crud. Crud, crud, crud. Oh. What else you got, Mr. Elizibar? Oh! Well, I went to a dude's house and bought some random comics that he was selling. Well, that sounds shady. It was. Lots of crinkling right now. So yeah, I bought this stuff on Sunday. It's a total hodgepodge or whatever. Little tiny Transformers reprint. Its first story is like Transformers and Spider-Man, but look at the font. You can barely read the text. Like, even if you had a magnifying lens, I'm pretty sure you'd have trouble reading that. That looked interesting. There I go whacking the camera again. Somewhere in here is like pit number 1 and number 2. I thought this might be kind of fun. I just got all sorts of random stuff. Because apparently that's how I buy comic books, is I just go in and I'm like, give me some random stuff, and people give it to me. This might be fun. The Shadow's an interesting character, and Howard Chaykin is, kind of a pretty good writer. So that might be kind of cool. You give me that that image style, like influenced by Rob Liefeld and stuff. Man, I mean, look at this dude. Look at this dude. Rob Liefeld. When you don't want to draw backgrounds, you get a really big guy on screen. I didn't have this yet, and I saw it, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to take that. I might already have this one, actually. I got a whole bunch of Marvel's Tales from somewhere. 50th issue of Marvel Age. Only 50 cents, baby. Oh, but this is the New Universe. Nobody cares about the New Universe. No wonder it was only 50 cents. Oh. Yeah, I know. Me and Spider-Man, man. Me and Spider-Man. Spectacular Annual. I was pretty sure I didn't have this New Warriors book yet. Oh, there's Pit number 1. I knew you were in here somewhere. Or New Warriors number 1. Holy crap. That's what I'm talking about, baby. I love the New Warriors. Night Thrasher was a super cool dude. This was an awesome team. They were fun. They were all very different from each other. It made them pretty interesting. An old Web of Spider-Man. And another Angela. I don't even like the character. Why did I buy it? And then I got, dude was selling these big old movie books. So I picked these up. Like, I couldn't resist, man. Somewhere I got some treasury bags. I'm going to put these things in. Oh, man. There's something about the way comics used to be colored. It just pops. The color's dynamic. It stands out. Boy, these smell musty. These have probably been in, like, storage for a long time. Grace Jones. I remember when she was popular. Your wife called, you got to... Hey, that's fine, man. Real life happens, you know? You should never, ever feel like you gotta apologize. I guess for these ones, since they're in bags already, I just need to get my treasury boards out for these things. Savage Sword of Conan. Next time my comic shop is doing a sale on back issues, I think I'm going to go through their Savage Sword bin and pick up a bunch. Got some James Bond stuff, some more Savage Sword of Conan. Oh, I love this stuff. Yeah, I don't want to talk about it. I just bought all he had. I already had this one, actually. But this one's in much better quality than mine. Conan the Barbarian. And another James Bond one. It's fun stuff. This is Timmy. Hey, Timmy. Thanks for swinging by. Yeah, we're just looking at this stuff. I got this stuff not on New Comic Book Day. I actually got this on Sunday. But, a guy was selling comic books at his house, and I'm like, sure, I'll take a look at your stuff. Oh, gosh. And then I bought too much of it. Like always happens. Let's see what's in DC Nation. Anything cool? Don't care about Green Lantern. Really don't care about that. Breaking down a page. Oh, this stuff. I like. This is kind of cool. I like process stuff. I'll go back and read this in detail later. Yeah, not all the time. Your sometimes clause, Dodd, is absolutely 100% correct. Some new comics, they just look so beautiful. Like, it's a bad comparison because I really like the way Stephen Cedric's art looks. But his art in Justice League Odyssey, like, it's gorgeous. It exploits a very wide dynamical range. I mean, here, this is like the exact kind of thing. You could have this in an old comic, and it would look, and it'd be a completely different style, but it would exploit this dynamic range. You have these lush reds and yellows, some kind of muddy like red browns and green browns and stuff. It all blends together, and it looks good. And some of these panels, the coloring's got some nice flats to it, like you get flats and highlights, I guess mid-tones and highlights. It looks good. It looks really good, I think. The coloring is fantastic. Granted, he just paints. I've watched him work. He streams on Twitch sometimes, or at least he used to. I haven't seen him in a while. Actually, I haven't seen him since he started working on Justice League Odyssey. It's a shame he's not doing the whole run. But then you get other comics like this one. Let me get Extermin. Why am I going to an old one that's already bagged? Hold on, I got something over here that'll work. Like this. And you tell me, is this really taking advantage of like the dynamic range of colors available to a modern colorist? It's like looking through a yellow haze. Like, when I briefly flipped through this for 5 seconds before I realized there was nudity in it and stopped flipping through it, that's what I noticed. The colors are muddy. But then we flip back to Conan here, and the colors pop out. Like, I don't think a modern comic book would have a blonde person's hair be that yellow. They wouldn't put, like, a blue sash. Okay, that's a strap. They wouldn't put a blue strap over Conan's chest. That would be brown. They would go with, like, what's the lifelike kind of thing. And it would suffer for it. It would absolutely suffer a little bit for it. There's something to be said for making your work look just a little bit fantastical. Just a little bit. Not a lot. Just a smidge. Pick your poison. Blah, blah, blah. 10 biggest threats. Bane. Talia. Darkseid is number 8. Really? Okay. The God of Evil is number 8 on the list. How does that work? I don't even know who this character is. That's a chump. This story never should have existed. He was scary. He was absolutely scary. Okay. Yeah, I can buy that as number 1. Either him or Darkseid. DC Nation's Who's Who, Shazam. Good old Billy Batson. He can get away with being silly, man. He's not a super serious character. That's one of his charming traits. I'm actually kind of looking forward to the movie, if I'm honest. I never thought I'd say that about a DC... Did I really just open up to a picture of a guy sitting on a toilet? Okay, we're done with DC Nation. We're just going to put that aside. There's Dark Knight Strikes Back, same colors, different effects. Hey! That is... I haven't read either of those in a long time, but you're right, man. You're absolutely right. At least if my vague memories serve me well. Alright, what's in the Marvel Universe free book? What's going on in here? Hello, true believers. I'm CB Cebulski, and I like tweeting about food. Yeah, I'm not getting into the Fantastic Four wedding. There's literally nothing they could do to make me pay money for that. Okay, well, let's take a look here. Who is Captain Marvel? Well, that's definitely Captain Marvel. That's Marvel.